Let's get to our Trader Talk now. Joining us for that is Michelle Schneider, the director of the Market Gauge Group. Good to see you there, Michelle. And GDP is at the end of the week, and we know where the Fed stands. So what are some of the trends that you are watching in the market?
I think you have to ignore what the Fed says and just look at what the market is telling you, which is right now they're still mostly concerned about the job market more than inflation. Commodities sold off and now they're firming up again. I think still with GDP, whether it's strong or not, we're still looking at a threat of stagflation as we get to the end of 2021 into 2022.
Hey, Michelle, there's a lot of news about the airlines and the cruise industry, but what about those stocks? Back in the day, as in during the pandemic, those stocks were a screaming buy. But now that Americans are on the move, are those stocks still a buy?
Well, there's always the idea of buying before the news comes out, so to speak, and then selling into the news. And that looks like to be the case a little bit here with the cruise lines and with the airline stocks. But they have some real problems meeting the pent-up demand, even that with travel. American Airlines, for example, over the weekend canceled 150 flights. They're having trouble getting people to work in the airlines themselves, flight attendants, et cetera. So also rising gas prices and rising oil prices are a factor. So at this point now, they've sold off all those stocks pretty hard since they peaked out a couple of weeks ago. And I would be keeping an eye on them, particularly, let's say, if you want to look at JetBlue, if it holds last week's low and starts to firm up, say, over 18, that might be an interesting scenario. But that's an area right now with all of the fundamentals around it I would probably look to avoid, especially as we're seeing a choppy market.
Quickly, what's your trade of the day, Michelle?
Well, we're looking at Netflix. It's been out of favor for a while, but if it holds up over 485 and takes out 505, we think that you can get a good 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio, probably make about $30, $40 to the upside.
Wow. Michelle, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.